Let's go up to 3. Let's see, I want to feel a significant difference. So right now, at 1, the wedge is digging in about this much. At 2, and now we're going to 3. Now it's digging in. You see that height just grew a little bit more? Hey, what's up, everyone? Shaun here, and right now, I am wakeboarding behind the fully weighted 2026 Malibu M230. And I got none other than good friend, Grubb, Team Malibu, wake skater, foiler, surfer. He's at the helm. He's one of the best drivers in the industry. Wow. So why not take a rip while he's at the helm? So in today's video, it's about getting behind this boat to see what it's like to wakeboard, fully weighted, empty weighted, all sorts of speeds. Wake surf, foil, Grubb's gonna skate. Woo! Let's see what this thing's like. Wow! Holy moly, that's got some kick. Yeah. Let's take it in for a cab 5. Yeah, dude. Woohoo! Oh, this is gonna be big. This is gonna be big. Just a 540, no grab. But whatever, that was fun. I love having you at the wheel because I'm like, it's gonna be good.
I only do 3-turn double, so I was like, I hope these are good.
You know, they're great. Man, this is what riding's all about. Got some good friends out on the boat. All right, let's crank one. We're gonna get into this one. Yeah. Time to surf. A couple surfboards in here. Life jackets, maybe chuck a life jacket in there when you want it to get warmed up. If you guys want to see what it's like to be inside this thing, the interior forms function, there's a bunch of hidden gems. Like, look at this. Extra high lean back. Sit like this. If you guys want to see that, click the link in the description below where I take you through the interior walkthrough. Let's hit the water. So the default speed behind the Malibu M230 currently is set at 11. I feel like that's a little slow for where I like to surf. So I put up to 11.5, and this is the Wedge on 1. Now what the Wedge is this device that's mounted at the transom that allows the boat to either be pulled deeper into the water or be lifted up out of the water. And at 1, it's being pulled down just a little bit. Now the wave is also created by adding extra ballast, and right now the ballast is full. The deeper you push a boat into the water, the more that wake or wave will come up. Now, one of the most important features of creating the wave is Surfgate. What they have on this is Surfgate Fusion, where it is built into the hull. And that allows the boat to be offset so that it creates the wave. Right now, Surfgate is pushed out on that side, and I'm surfing over here. And it switches pretty quickly. This is at 1. Nice, long pocket, good shape. And this super fun face, a lot of water supporting me. Really open face. Now just for a second, I wanted you to see this wave at 11 miles an hour because maybe that's where you want to surf. I don't want to be the one like, this is where you should surf it. And that's the awesome thing about surfing is you can take all of these factors, whether it's your speed, ballast, wedge, and you can really find what you like best. So here's 11 miles an hour. I feel like I'm being pushed into the back of the boat. It's not as long. It's still good, but the water, more importantly, doesn't feel as dense. We're gonna change the wedge here in a second, but just that half a mile an hour denses up the water. It's gonna make the top get a little shorter, but now I'm trading that energy out into length. Now I have a little bit longer area that I can surf around, but I want more height. So now we're gonna change the wedge. Let's do wedge on 2. Brian Grubb, his signal, wedge on 2. All right, I just felt that get a little bit taller right there. Let's go up to 3. Let's see, I wanna feel a significant difference. So right now, at 1, the wedge is digging in about this much. At 2, and now we're going to 3. Now it's digging in. You see that height just grew a little bit more? Yeah, there you go. My length just got a little shorter. Actually, it's still pretty good. Oh yeah, you still got push out here. Yeah, oh, there's a nice cliff right there. I used to honestly think like Malibu had too like round of a top, but I didn't surf them that much. So it's nice to see like, make a little lip here because right here you can get some air. Let's try it. It's a little air. And then with this big round face out here, get a bottom turn out here. Let's try 4. Wedge on 4. Wedge on 4. Whoa, standing up even taller. Seeing a little bit of a line right there. I don't know if that's bouncing off the fusion. I'm not really feeling too much of it, but I can see it. That's 4. Let's try 5. Okay, here's 5. Still some good length. I thought it would be a little short at 5. I feel like I want to go. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, that's a lot of flip. Let's go up a little faster. 11.8. Because now the boat's doing this, digging itself down. Now we're going to get a little more speed. So let's see if we can get that height and length. Okay, I think the sweet spot for me at least, wedge is on 3, speed is about 11.6, ballast is full. And that's without many people in the boat. Wow. Let's see. Let's give this thing a run. Let's see how far back we can go. Going through all these different zones. Whoa, look at this. Oh, it's barreling. Bro, I'm far back. Look at that. Oh. Let's have some fun with it. Man, you could be really lazy on this because there's so much energy. I'm gonna transfer to the other side. You're gonna hear a beep. That lets me know it's time to go. Now, if you want, you can also get the surf band. And the surf band gives you control of the speed, volume, which side you're surfing, as well as the wedge number. I can hear it. First try. Man, that's nice. It goes off and it says 3. It goes beep, beep, beep. That's cool. Bro, are you kidding? Dude, I feel like I'm out in the ocean right now. You'll hear me talk about surfing backside and how much fun it is, but honestly, this is a little more fun. Cut back into the barrel. Woo-hoo-hoo. Well, I don't know how it looks to you, but to me, the wedge absolutely does something. Watch this, go to 1, go wedge on 1. Much flatter that gets, smashing that energy down. And go 5. Watch the contrast between 1 and 5. So 1 and then 5. Now it's really digging in, pulling that boat down and standing that up. All right, let's go back to 3. That's my personal preference. And we saw when this thing was fully weighted, wakeboarding was super fun. But what I'm really looking for is a boat that can not only size up, but it can also scale down. Meaning if somebody's just getting started on a wakeboard, they don't have this huge mountain to wakeboard on. So now I'm gonna get my wakeboard on. We're gonna go mess with the Wedge and see if this thing scales up and down. Rope's at 55 feet. Speed is at 18 miles an hour. Zero ballast. Wedge is on 3. And Brian Grubb's at the helm. Wow. To have a relatively clean wake at 18 miles an hour, this is awesome. Here's Wedge on 2. Nice and clean. Takes that kick out of it. I'm curious to see what happens when we go to lift. Wow, okay. That's 18 miles an hour. That is awesome. But look, you can still go and like go do an invert at this speed. Have some fun. Yoo-hoo. So here we are, Wedge at 1. So look at the face here, how like long this ramp is. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna under jump. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it happens sometimes we do this. And that's not that much to land on. Like, that's actually a good spot that if you come up short, when you're learning how to jump the wake, you might not make it. Let's make it this time. That's a nice, long, smooth ramp. Now, it washes over on that landing, but you get over to this side, now it's clean. And it swaps. Go to lift. So now look at this whole flat zone right here. Now, you see this whitewash, you can be like, that's washy. But look, my board rides right on top of it and right through it. So if you're just learning, oh, that was clean. So if you're just learning how to jump the wake, I think it's thrown over here because of the prop. But if you're just learning to jump the wake, what a user-friendly, that is awesome. 18 miles an hour. All right, 19 miles an hour. The Wedge is on stow. I want to see what this boat does organically with no wedge pulled down. That was a nice jump. A little washy there, but I think it's just a little off balance. Let's feel this. Oh, that's fun. A nice ramp to it. Yeah. All right, 0 ballast. Speed is at 19.5. 0 wedge. The wedge is stowed away. Let's look at this. Yeah. All right, that's a fun organic wake, meaning the boat is just doing its thing. No ballast, no wedge. Speed is still under 20 miles an hour. The water is so much softer. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. All right, Malibu. You got a good way. Yeah, if you're looking for a nice, long, clean ramp, I mean, look at it. Woo! Look at the face starting all the way up there, coming back to here, just starting to get that little bit of peak so you can get that kick. Watch, I'm just gonna take it straight up. No grab. Let's just dig this in. That was switched. Here's regular. That's fun. So 60 feet, 19.5, 0 ballast, 0 wedge. There's an Indy tantrum. Here comes toe side back roll. No grab. Yeah, I just wanted to feel that clean ride up to the top. Malibu M230, tell you what, that's a good time inside and behind. If you guys want to go and see what it's like, the interior form function, go click the link in the description below. Now, as you can tell, this thing is made to wakeboard, wake surf, foil, cruise. This thing is meant to bring a lot of family, friends for some good times. And I guess in short, Malibu, can I use one of these for a while? That's a really fun surf wave and wakeboard wake. That's really what I like to see, is something that is scalable. Of course, it's fun to have that big wake when you want to send it, but you first got to get to that point. So if you're just getting started in wakeboarding, you put that wedge to either like 1 or even lift, and it knocks the top of the landing wake down. And so there's so many different ways to configure this. And so it's really a great way to get into wakeboarding, continue progress wakeboarding, surfing, going from that wave at 1 all the way up to 5. I found that 3 was a nice setting. So yeah, there's lots of ways to do this. I wasn't doubtful of the wedge, I just didn't have experience with it, and so I was curious to see what it's like. And it actually makes a big difference. So whether you're running ballast, no ballast, it plays a big part in it. So Malibu, nice work with the M230, and thank you so much for letting me check it out. And everyone else, thank you guys for hanging out and watching. And if you guys have questions for me or Malibu, you can put those below. But of course, you could go to their website to not only communicate with them, but also to design your own M230 or any of the boats in the Malibu lineup. And you guys could also reach out to a dealer to go and test one of these things out for yourself, which I encourage you to do. If you guys don't subscribe, maybe consider doing that, and you can also hit that notification bell to know when videos are going live on my channel. And honestly, thank you so much. Anytime that you guys hit that like and share button. No matter what you're doing, always enjoy your ride. Peace!